I was on TikTok recently and somebody pointed out that High Potential is a propaganda show. Like he's showing us the characters, like extremely lovable and attractive characters, get a case in the beginning of the show, go on to solve it. Morgan doing whatever the heck Morgan does by by going into people's houses when she knows she isn't supposed to, by infringing on their rights to like choose for her to search. And I just had to be like, you're right. And then I stopped and I think thought back of how many shows that fit into that box of like they're trying to show you that the police are better people or good people when in America, like everywhere else, not really. Like they're really not. But especially in America, ooh, mm-mm. I stopped and I was like, imagine like thinking back on all the shows that are trying to be like, cops are so good, cops are so good. You have, let's go back to 19. When was the first Law and Order? Law and Order. Then you have NCIS, and okay, Law and Order. You have Law and Order SVU, Law and Order, the one with Elliot, the one that he got for his special unit. I've never actually watched like a full season of Law and Order. And watching Law and Order, there's no reason you should be like, oh, cops are good people because the amount of people they beat up that was innocent. I understand. I'm not saying it. No, I'm gonna shut up right there because oh, then you have NCIS, and with NCIS, you have NCIS, the original series that's been running from 2001 to now. Then you have NCIS Los Angeles, and that's the special op unit. They actually break into people's places. They're basically spies. You have NCIS Hawaii. That's the shortest season. I wanted it to run longer. NCIS New Orleans. I love that series. It took me a while to get to the first episode, and I love all these shows. I should say that NCIS Origins, NCIS Tony and Ziva. That's how many NCIS I just counted out. Then you have CSI. Yes, CSI Miami, CSI New York, CSI with what's his name? I forgot his name, but every time I see it, I go, is this the CSI with whatever that sexy ass man's name is? Odas? I don't remember his name. Then after NCIS, you have Hawaii 5 O. You have I'm so sorry, I'm trying to remember the name. Blue Blood. I'm almost to the first season of Blue Blood, and then you have Blue. There's a spin off of the Blue Bloods now. That's Blue Blood Boston, I think. Yeah, my grandma and I are watching that one together. Which other cop shows are there? There's so many. You have Margaret. That's Hawaii 5 O. Love Hawaii 5 O. Okay. Um, what's the other show? MacGyver. You have the one that's PI. No, that's Magnum PI isn't exactly propaganda. There's so many more. Why am I stuck? Am I stuck though? Because I just called out a whole lot. FBI. You have FBI. FBI, the people that do it inside of the territory, FBI overseas, overboard, FBI. What's the other one called? That's four FBIs I'm thinking of. Then you have Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds. They do less. They do less when in the range of beating up criminals. They do the least. They mostly rage bait them. Like they use their mind to get at them. Like they rage bait out of them for real, for real. You have FBI. No, Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds Evolve. That's one season. Like I just after finish watching all the FBI of all the Criminal Minds, I watch Criminal Mind Evolve, and then I go back to regular episodes. Why does it sound like I'm giving a recommendation video? Give me a second. There's one more. Then you have Criminal Minds. The special there was one that's just one season. They had a different tech person that was dark, that was a black guy. He was one of the Tylers. You know the guy that is in Aberdeen Elementary? I think one of his brothers. And they had Penelope there every now and then. I liked that one. Like that was the first time we saw like women being covered up, like covered up completely when we're seeing them, even though we know things happen to them. Like we saw them being like dignified, and then you see the guys, you see like body parts being flipped over. They did them how they usually do women as dead bodies. That was like the first time I ever saw that, and as I just listed out all the list of propaganda shows that shows dead bodies, I have watched a lot of them. Yeah, that's just like, oh yes, as I was saying, propaganda, cap propaganda. They really have been trying to convince y'all that these cops are so amazing. Like they're just ordinary people like you and me. They come to work, they have to deal with such awful things, and then they go home and they never bring any of that violence home. They do not have the like highest domestic violence scores when you think about it. Propaganda, propaganda. Have I made my point? I hope I have. I'm finna go make my other YouTube video. By the way, hit the subscribe button. And that does sound like I gave a recommendation. Bye.